my friends, welcome to the Vitruvian Live. Today is Thursday, February 7th. And, well, first of all, thank you for all your responses, your comments to the previous video about being a gaming addict or being an addict in buying games. That was actually more the case. It's just an addiction to buy these things. And looks like a lot of people think the same way. It's just going out of control. Although we had someone who said that they were happy that they had at this moment an income that made or that allowed them to do it and get these things. And why not? There's nothing wrong with this. Well, at least I try to tell myself as well to have a big collection. But on the other hand, if you cannot play them all, maybe there are more interesting things to do with it, like, well, maybe getting rid of some. And that's a small portion that I wanted to talk about today as a follow-up to yesterday's video. So you have a collection and it's too big. Now what's the next step? Live with it. That's a possibility, and just let it get out of control. The problem is this room is getting too small. The attic is still in renovation. I'm not sure how much space I will have there for my collection. I might have more space and buy another Calyx that I can fill up. On the other hand, do I need more space? Do I need more games? No, I don't need it. You don't need these things, of course, but of course I still want to get new games in the future. That's for sure. I am not going to stop myself from buying new games that I want. But on the other hand, it has to be controlled, right? So I was wondering how to tackle this big collection. How am I going to make it more manageable, more realistic, right? So to have games that I actually play. And that's where you come into play as well, because I'm wondering what you guys and girls do when you try to kill your collection, and where do you put them for trade on Board Game Geek? But it's that killing, because trading is not really getting your collections a size smaller, because you get another game in its place, so you still have your collection stays the same, so that's not really killing. So do you sell it, and where do you sell it? Do you sell them on Board Game Geek? Do you sell them through websites, eBay, or whatever? Are there other sites that you use to sell your games? Maybe you sell them through Board Game Geek, through these, well, not mat trades, but to these auctions, where most of the time it's when there's a big convention, people sell their games. There's a thread on Board Game Geek. You can sell your games there, they can bid on it, and then there is this big meeting place where everybody gets their games and their money and stuff like that, which I do each year at Essen Spiel, but it's of course a lot of work, and that's a way. So that's also a way to do it. I've seen Facebook groups selling games. The biggest problem, of course, is shipping. So if you want to get rid of a game that is already used and you have to put a price on it, you have to calculate as well that there is shipping. You have to send it through to the person, and most of the time that person has to pay for shipping. And so you can, as a Belgian guy, I probably cannot go farther than the Netherlands to send something, because otherwise it would be way too expensive. So because I live close to the border of the Netherlands, I can go to the Netherlands and send a package to the Netherlands from the Netherlands, which makes it more affordable. But then again, you have to put your price quite a bit lower, because you have to calculate it in the price of an already used item. So that's something that happens, Facebook groups, but then they start bidding, of course, lower than you want and all that things. So it's hard to put a price on used games, so it's not that easy. some people give away games. Is that something that you do? Is that a way to do it? Is that the correct way to do it? Although it is an investment buying these new, so why should you you don't have to give them away, right? You can if you want, but of course you already made an investment and it's nice to get some of the investment back. But I'm still thinking, how am I going to handle this? I've got games that I played once that can leave the collection. I have games that have been replaced by newer games that do a little bit of the same thing but better. I've bought new games that do things that of an older game but worse, so they can go as well. So yeah, I'll have to make a selection and I have to think about how I'm going to cull my collection. It has to be done, and the money that I get from it will be put aside for Essen, for example, to buy new games, of course, but we'll try to control the thing. So I was wondering, how did you, if you ever culled a collection, how did you handle it? How did you do it? What was your plan of action? If you're planning to cull, what were you thinking about doing? What are you going to do? Please let me know. I'm curious. I'm eager to find out how you would handle a board game collection that is too big and you want to have it a little bit smaller. Let me know. That's it. That's it for today. That's what I want to talk about. Again, thank you for your comments about this collection addiction thing. Was very cool. I still need to respond to those comments. I know. I have to do it when I'm home, so I will do that later. Anyway, tomorrow there should be the next part of the top 100. Don't forget it. It's still going on. There are 3 videos online already. Number 4 will be online tomorrow if everything goes as planned. So stay tuned for that. Thank you for all the comments there as well. But you can still give more feedback about the games that I talk about and what you think of them. I'm always eager to find out how you feel about these games that I'm talking about in my top 100. Anyway, that's it for today, folks. Thank you for being here. Thank you for being here every time that I talk about whatever. And I see you next time. Bye-bye.